NHL playoffs tomorrow.
NHL playoffs
What's up with
begin
that?
tomorrow.
You excited? Are you excited, Alex?
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to. No, okay.
Absolutely.
I was trying to sing something, didn't work because Pat was being moody. So he just wants to talk about his hockey. You know what I'm saying? Pat just loves his hockey.
I'm just like a little girl when it comes to that, man.
Little girl when it comes to hockey.
I don't know.
That makes no sense.
I don't know. I'm trying to be sassy. My sass meter is like off today,
Sass.
so yeah. You know.
Okay, moving on. NHL playoffs start tomorrow. Pat, what is the playoff picture?
Well, we have 3 games tomorrow.
3 games.
We have Montreal
Taking
and
on.
Tampa Bay,
All right.
Columbus and Pittsburgh.
Columbus and that one I know about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna root for Pittsburgh. So
Then we have the Dallas Stars and the Anaheim Ducks.
Dallas and the Ducks.
You can find those on CNBC and NBC Sports Network.
They're not sponsoring us, Pat. You don't have to. You don't have to say that.
NBC, the Channel of Champions. But
right.
no, I think it's gonna be a very
A good first day.
yeah, no, I'm really looking forward
Who
to
do you
it.
think's coming out on top right now?
Uh,
Wait, before we start talking about this, can I just say I personally do not like the way they line up the playoffs for the NHL.
I was just about to say that.
I mean, the 7-game thing. I just don't like it.
I was just about to say
I
that.
don't like it.
It's
I mean,
my problem is with you know the first and second seeds. They're Boston's still playing Detroit. Detroit's the 8th seed. Pittsburgh's still playing Columbus, and Columbus is the 7th seed.
Mm-hmm.
So they still have that going. I think what they're looking for is they want the rivalry divisions.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the Rangers are playing the Philadelphia Flyers.
Yeah, the Rangers
and
and Flyers are gonna be great.
That's an old time rivalry. So like I think the fans.
The only thing
It's good for the fans. It's good for the game. It's good for expanding. The game. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying the games themselves. I'm saying the series as a whole. Like, excuse me, in the first round you're playing 7 games. It's a game out of 7, right?
Well, yeah.
I don't like that. That's just me personally.
Really?
What you?
All right,
you
my
thought I was talking about.
I thought you were talking about the new.
No.
Yeah, because recently the NHL.
Yeah, they changed
the whole playoff format.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact. Excuse me. I'm talking about how it takes you got to play a best of 7 games every single time.
Well, hear me out. First of all, it makes the series way more entertaining. If you look at a lot of the series now, a lot of them, the one team leads 3-1, and the other team comes back to force a game 7, and quite frankly, like look a few years ago, the Montreal Canadiens, an 8th seed. Play the Washington Capitals, first seed. Everyone had the Capitals winning that series, and they took it to Game 5 rather. Washington was up 3-1 in that series, and then the Canadiens came back and took.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
it makes for good stories.
It does, but
and it's also just more entertaining. Like who wouldn't want to see more football? If you're a football fan and they had more playoff games, who wouldn't want to see more playoff football?
Yeah, but football's you can't compare hockey and football to completely sides of the spectrum.
It's the same amount of excitement, though.
I know, but at the same time, you're saying it creates bigger stories. I personally believe they should take the baseball format. You know how they start out with best of 3 games, then a best of 5, and then a best of 7, because that builds it. Yeah, and you're also putting so much on the players to play, because God forbid every single time you play somebody, it goes to 7 games. You're playing at what is it? You can go. It's 3 rounds of playoffs and then the finals, right?
Yeah.
So you're playing like what 21 games. You could play 21 games before you even play the finals.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The Boston Bruins did that a few years ago. They didn't play all 28 games, but they played in 3 Game 7 series.
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, it's exciting, but I mean,
you can't,
that's just a lot.
I understand. I understand that the NHL has been doing this for a long time. I personally like it. I think it adds excitement to the game. This is my opinion. I think it's exciting to see extra hockey. See the underdog come over and win. I just find it very exciting. I think it gives the players on each team more reason to play the best they can, because a 7-game series is exciting, but you want to go for the 4 game sweep, you really have to play hard.
Exactly.
You know,
I mean, I guess you're right. I mean, that's just my opinion. I think
it's
they should at least hold off for a little
yeah,
bit.
some people are like 50-50 on that. Some people believe 7 game series in the first round is a little extreme.
Hmm.
Some other people say it's exciting, like me. I know the NBA does the right. They do the 5 game series
Yeah, I think so.
in the beginning, and then the
Then it
semis,
goes
the
to
conference
7.
finals, and then the NBA finals have
Hmm.
7 games. So it's you know, there's always gonna be controversy over
Exactly.
that.
I mean,
So
I don't know, but that's just my personal opinion. But back to the story at hand. Who do you think's coming out of these 3 games
you see,
with game
out
one?
of out of these 3 games,
With game one.
with game one, that's really hard to say. Game one's usually it's a toss up. Usually you want to say the better seed comes out on top.
Well,
But
I'm definitely pulling for Pittsburgh against Columbus.
really, Pittsburgh guy.
Well, I'm a Pittsburgh fan in general, but I'm also when it comes to hockey, I'm Rangers and Penguins. But I mean, what are the Blue Jackets? It's Blue Jackets, right?
Blue Jackets.
Columbus. There are 14 seasons. They've been in the playoffs twice.
Yeah,
So,
but
eh,
well, I can say this.
and it's in Pittsburgh, right?
Pittsburgh has home advantage.
Yeah, the console energy.
If
Center.
anything, I'd give the series the first round series between the 3 teams that are playing tonight. I have Anaheim winning, I have Pittsburgh winning, and I have Tampa Bay winning.
Really?
I can't see Montreal. Montreal. I'll give credit to them. They're a very good team. Weren't the best team a few years ago. They got swept last year.
What seed is Montreal?
Or I don't think they got swept. I don't know. Montreal's the 4th seed,
Fourth.
but they're playing the number 3 seed Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa Bay.
Um,
I don't know. That's a toss-up.
the only thing I'd say is, they came 12th in the Eastern Conference in goals at 215. With goals against, they had 204, which isn't that bad.
That's not bad. No, you're right.
No, but one of the big reasons they're playing so well, or they've been winning so many games, is Carey Price. Carey Price, their goalie, he won a gold medal with Canada this past February.
Oh, Canada.
Canada. He's really been the backbone of that team. So I think with Montreal, it really depends how far can Carey Price take you.
I guess so.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
that's a lot with the Rangers too. Look at Lundqvist.
Henrik Lundqvist didn't start off with the greatest, season, the first couple of months, and he really,
Yeah, but that's you're
Take
saying the
the-
same thing. Like with the Rangers, it's Lundqvist. Lundqvist is a
Yeah.
big factor for them.
yeah,
too.
oh yeah, absolutely. The Rangers don't really have. You see it with they transitioned to Alain Vigneault's new system, so that kind of helps. Once they got used to the system, you remember the first 3 months they started the road trip off and they gave up like 25 goals in the first 3 games.
Yep.
But I think they're adjusted to Alain Vigneault's system. Henrik Lundqvist is back to form.
Yeah, he's definitely in the swing of things.
Martin St. Louis, he had
St. Louis.
he had last good couple of
He's been playing
games with the
better.
Rangers. Yeah, he has.
He's
He
getting
only
adjusted
scored one
to it.
goal, but he's noticeable on the ice. It's not his fault. So, in that series, I see Philadelphia. I see Philadelphia not making it out of that round.
Well,
I
you're
see the
also
Rangers in
you're also a
6.
Rangers fan.
But
so-
as
no, I agree with you. I agree
I
with you.
could see the Rangers winning in 6, especially the last 2
Take
games.
that, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline on
If
the
she's
4th
watching.
floor.
Again, we're mentioning her again on this. We did it last week. She's a Flyers fan, so we're rooting hard against her.
Yeah,
And she hates the Penguins, so I have to root against her too.
absolutely.
So yeah, all right. So you got the Rangers coming out of this, but they're not playing tomorrow. We got Pittsburgh winning tonight.
Yeah.
You got Tampa Bay winning tonight, and you have.
Those I'm just saying that for the series.
No, I'm
think
saying
that's
who
how
I'm
the
saying
series
who you
will
winning. Who do you
Winning
think's going to win tonight?
tonight? Okay. All right. Let's make a bet out of this. I see.
My money's on Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, and Dallas.
I have Tampa Bay, Columbus, and Anaheim.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Well, you know what? Next week we're gonna find out who was right, because that's when we're gonna talk about it again. Because that's when my show is. Our show.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and also reminding, Pat, I'm trying to think of your nickname, so it's gonna happen. It's still happening. So you're gonna
It's still
get
happening?
you're getting a nickname by the end of the
I
show.
see all the steam coming out over there. You're really thinking hard.
I'm chugging through right now.
Yeah.
But
We'll see what
I have
happens.
a few possibilities
See what
coming up. All right, so enough of the NHL, Pat the hockey guy. So What do you got for us, some music-wise?
Um,
Again, this is Pat's playlist, not mine. So,
I'm gonna play a song.
a song. What
Yes,
song is that? A song.
by Play Radio Play. Complement each other like colors.
Never heard of it.
Absolutely, it's a good song
What's
though.
it called?
Complement each other like colors.
Compliment each other
Like colors.
like
Colors.
colors.
Like colors.
By whom?
Play Radio Play.
All right, so compliment each other like collars by Play Radio.
Colors.
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 Like pop the collar.
No, like, you know what, Alex? You know what?
Colors of the wind. Can you please just play the song so we can
Hey,
sing?
let's go.
All right, here. Pop. Was it? I can't.
Jeez, man. It's
Oh,
compliment each other like colors.
Compliment each other like colors by Play Radio Play here on WICR Fast Fest.
If we try hard enough, I'm sure we could forget it. 'Cause this black-hearted wedding's enough to start a panic. We were clean for 3 days when you were running down the block. 11 minutes